Hey, buddy. The lighting is really bad. I'm sitting with all the blinds closed in my bedroom because I'm kind of in a down mood today. I'm just annoyed. I'm broke. I don't, I just have a bunch of junk. I have stuff I got to do. I'm 30. I'm trying to maintain a positive attitude and I know I am getting my life on track, and I've been obsessed with this one area of my life for the past 15, 20 years to try to get myself okay. And now that I'm on the right and stable path, now I know I need to address the other areas of my life, and it's just really, really hard. And so it's kind of a bummer. Can't really go out much, can't go out to dinner, can't do anything, hardly anything fun. I have to maintain like 100% focus with the money issues, or I just lose control. So it sucks. Which is a good thing because I have a bunch of knitting projects I want to get done. I need to do stuff around this house. I need to get other things in order. And I know this will benefit me in the long run if I spend, like the next year just really buckling down and trying to do really good and try to make things better. Then things will be better be amazingly better in years to come. Let's see, I haven't been on the bike this week. I'm very upset about that. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, ugh. I woke up Monday knowing that I was supposed to get on the bike, and I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll do it Tuesday through Friday. And then Tuesday I woke up and I was like, it's election day. I can't ride the bike. I'm going to have to get ready early so I can get to the polls by 7, which I could have totally done the bike. I woke up at 4:30, could have done the bike and been at the polls by 7 still. But I just didn't want to. Instead, I finished the Girasol last night. I weaved in the ends, did the first gauge swatch. Look, I am a real knitter. You can't see the color very well. It's a gray brown for the Max Queen of the Wild Things pattern. And then this is the picture of the girl who designed it wearing it. See, she's curvy. Yeah, I had to reswatch this morning. This morning I woke up and I was just like, oh, it's another day, and just was cranky and stuff. So I just listened to Comedy Death Ray podcast, which is quite funny. It was with Janine Garofalo and Andy Dick. And Andy Dick, listening to him talk is a lesson in patience and frustration. It's, you just want to grab him and be all like, what, and just stop and whatnot, So, yeah, and so now I'm back to listening to WTF with Mark Maron, which I'm still loving. However, he talks about his life too, so which is pretty cool. But he's talking about how he's dating this 27-year-old girl. This dude is like 47. So it's just like, it's gross. It's gross. It just kind of repulses me, and it's frustrating to me because goddamn. And David Cross was on and they talked about, his young girlfriend, and it's just, I don't know. I feel how I think and feel about this, and I just can't articulate it right now, but it's just gross, period. I wasn't doing this. It's probably what those girls do, so that's why they're special. The mouse is like right on my face. So yeah. So yeah, that's my boring stuff that I want to talk about me. I'm still working on the Mike Birbiglia book. Been listening to podcasts. This past week's This American Life episode was amazing. It's called This Party Sucks, and it had 2 stories. One from, it was about the midterm elections, and so one was about a Bart Stupak seat and the the Tea Party candidate and the Republican candidate, and this friendship, this childhood, like 40-year friendship that ceased to exist because of this race. So that was really compelling. And then the liberal story was talking points and why it's so frustrating to listen to Democrats talk to the media, why the president didn't address the Muslim thing. Even, I understand he was trying to take the high road and not even justify that kind of nonsense with a response, but that's how it all got out of control. The healthcare, that there isn't like a clear, concise, this is what the healthcare bill does. I don't know. You probably don't know. No one really knows what the healthcare bill is doing for us. So that was really quite interesting also. Let's see. I'm glad your Tea Party went well. I'm glad you're working. It seems like you are working a lot. You're going out a lot, so you have money, so that must be nice. And super cool because you have friends and stuff to do that with and get to have fun and such. Okay, let's address your putting your fingers in the hair crush's hair. Yeah. I watched your video last night, right before I was going to bed, after I was listening to the election coverage and like knitting and stuff like that. So, I mean, needless to say, I was like tired. I was beat. I had been listening to NPR for like 5 or 6 hours at that point. So I saw that and I was just looking at the screen and I was just like, oh, I really want to make a video right now. But I was like, I can't. So I thought I would save it for today. Wow. And just like, oh, like I shuddered. I was just like, ew, imagine putting my fingers in some dude's hair. But good on you. That's what you wanted. So that's great. I hope you're proud of yourself and your public intoxication. I decided yesterday I have achieved the trifecta of smugness from being a voter. Because it still shocks me every single election cycle how many young people don't fucking vote. And like, I was so excited to vote for the first time, and I cannot imagine not voting, even though this will be the last election I vote for Harry Reid. I will not vote for a candidate any longer that doesn't represent my core values, and he does not. I just wanted to prevent crazy cuntbag from getting into office. Yeah, so if I have to vote none of the above, if I have to vote green, if I have to vote independent, I'm done. I'm done voting in step. I'm done. It doesn't benefit me. It doesn't make me feel good. So yeah, where was I going with that? Young people. Oh, trifecta of smugness. So I have my fucking rockin' my I voted sticker. And then, I always feel like smug and superior when I talk about how I don't drink. So that always makes me feel like smug and superior when I talk to people and they're like, oh, I got so fucked up. And I was like, and they're all like, do you drink? And I'm like, no, I don't drink. Haven't drank in like 2 years, but I did drink that one time, but then it reminded me. It was just like a minor slip. It's not like I went on like a full, like I really started drinking again. I just had a minor slip with Mike's Hard Lemonade. So that doesn't count, but does. And then what was the third one? Oh, donate to NPR, Queen of Smug. So yeah, I got the trifecta of smug. So I love it. Makes me feel better than so many other people. And the young children who really need a talking to about voting and their civic duties. And this country is fucked up because you kids don't turn out to vote. Because shit would be a lot different if the young people really did turn out to vote. So, I don't know. I feel old now because I'm like, feel like waving my cane at these children and be all like, what the fuck, Oh well. And I'm not included in the demographic of young voters anymore because it's 18 to 29 and I'm 30 now for this election. So that made me really sad. But all in all, I'm good with 30. Yeah. Oh, I'm super in love with your tattoo. It's really cool. We should figure out a way to like Photoshop, like, you know, like me. I'll take like a Daily Booth picture with my tattoo, and then you take a picture with your tattoo, and then we'll like put them side by side somehow. I don't know. You're savvy. I am not. I am just savvy with the low life video chatting. So, yeah. Your trip. You come whenever. I don't care. It'll just be super awesome to see your face. I am going to try like hell to scrape money together for Sock Summit. I want to go to Sock Summit. I want to spend the weekend in Portland. I hope that you can be there and we can hang out and do all sorts of fun shit. Yeah, I'm hoping to bank money from my tax return for that. If I am back on track the way I think I can be financially back on track. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, one thing that is making me happy. What was it? I had thought of it earlier today. The one thing making me happy was, oh, the Rentals first record, Return of the Rentals, with some of my favorite songs in the world, and I pull it out like once a year or maybe a little bit longer than that, and it's just perfect pop perfection. Like, it's amazing. It has Matt Sharp, who was in Weezer. He was in Weezer for the first 2 records, and then members of That Dog and other bands and stuff. So, yeah. I listened to that a couple times at work today. Let's see. That is what's making me happy today. That's super awesome that you are kind of in love with Leonard. So if we were pretend TV characters, that would be awesome. Yeah. Let's see what else. I'm finally catching back up on TV shows. 30 Rock. I kind of discussed 30 Rock in my last video. Although every time I see the Allstate commercial with the guy who plays Dennis Duffy, I always think it's Dennis and he got a legit job and he's like trying to prove to Liz like he's not just the beeper king anymore. So I don't know, because I've always been in love with Dennis Duffy, even though he's the worst. But there's something charming about the dummy thing and full Christian name. So I don't know. Yeah. I have a lot of other crazy thoughts going through my head that I've been meaning to like get on video to you or write down. I should start writing again every day. Are you going to participate in National Knit a Sweater Month? Let me know, because we are doing it in SCKCS. So if you want to join us, that would be awesome. Are you doing the Write a Month? That would be kind of cool if you still were going to do your book. So let me know on that. You mentioned that you weren't into doing your podcast anymore. So is it because you're not in love with knitting anymore? Or you just want it to be a hobby and not study it or whatnot anymore? So let me know. That's very interesting. I miss having conversations, like actual back and forth with you, because now we just do these videos and it's just like a one-sided thing. And I just miss like sitting across from you at a table and just like talking. So yeah, if you do make it to town, yeah, that's going to be crazy. I'm just going to talk your ear off and I'll have to save money for that. I'll have to budget for that. Ugh. So yeah, so I am going to spend the rest of the night in my pajamas and keeping my phone on silent in case the fucking Dems call me. I tweeted like an hour ago. I picked up the phone at my parents' house and the Republican Party called with a survey about what they thought about 2012 presidential candidates. What the fuck? God damn it. It's the day after the election. So anyway, it's 14:33. Oh, did I ask you what you thought about the Evelyn and Evelyn song as our theme song? But I'm not sure if I talked about this before, but our theme song should totally be There Is a Place in Hell. Yes, that's a perfection. Anyway, okay, time's running out. Harchu. I will take a daily booth picture of me and my tattoo. Okay, Harchu, bye.